Hi guys, what's up? I wanted to talk to you briefly about tonight's episode of Switched at Birth, Labor Day weekend. Um, Tonight's episode was about Toby finding out that his ex-girlfriend Lily was pregnant, and also finding out the fact that his kid has Down syndrome, which runs in her family in England, and her brother has Down syndrome. Toby and Lily were wrestling with the idea of keeping the kid or not. And for the first time in my life, I actually hated Faye Kennish, because she was against it, while Daphne, for obvious reasons, was for it. Here's my stance on the situation. I was raised in the special education system. I have been a quote-unquote special needs girl since I was born. I have neurological problems, and I'm learning disabled, and so I cannot function the way everybody else does. I'm borderline with a lot of my issues, as I've stated many times on this channel. And I want to make mention of something. Us as a community who are learning disabled, or mentally handicapped, or whatever you want to call it, we are not less than beings. The Special Olympics happen every year, and I've competed in it. Failed miserably, but I competed in it a few times in the course of my life. And I see the most incredible athletes do amazing things that go to Worlds and do awesome. It is not like it was 20, 30 years ago, where most people with Down syndrome were institutionalized, or worse, or it's a wide spectrum of situation. No kid is perfect. I have high anxiety, stress, OCD. I came home, my vacation, I came home, and everything was out of place. My mother cleaned the downstairs, and because of this, right now I'm fixing it now, I'm not editing that part because it just shows as to what is wrong up here. And I came home, and everything I had was out of place. My books were out of place, my clothing was not hung in a certain way. I cannot function like that. And it's because my brain is wired in a way where not many people can do it. And what would seem innocuous and not a big deal, for me, it is a big deal. Because it's not just putting things away and doing something nice for me, which is what it is, essentially. But for me, it throws my whole world off, my routine, my way of working, my way of thinking, everything. And it turns everything upside down, and to me, it means that everything is wrong. I don't know why this is, but this is how I'm wired. This is how I've been since I was a kid. And I can't control it. I've said it before as a joke, but it's the truth. I work for Jimmy Garavac, excuse me. Gonna kill me that I got it wrong again. And I sell merch for his band. But I have a math disability. I cannot do simple third grade math. It is like climbing a mountain for me. And it makes me feel stupid. Most people call me stupid because I can't do something like that like everybody else. It is a torture situation in my own head that I can't get it right. So I have to memorize amounts to give back. Jimmy, if you're watching, I don't know the math. And I'm sorry, and if I failed you, I'm sorry. But I memorized the amount that needs to be, when I'm given, their prices are so dumb easy, anyone could get it, but for me, it's harder for most. So if someone hands me a 20, I have to think, what would be the normal to give back? If someone else had told me this, I need to remember this. And I keep a cheat sheet in my purse before every show. And I look at it, and I rehearse it over and over again to make sure that I don't fuck the band over, or fuck myself over in the process, and make sure that everything is sold correctly. I am constantly trying to make sure that I understand what's going on around me, and make sure that I understand everything, because the way my information flows through is not like everybody else's. It goes backwards, sideways, forwards. If that makes any fucking sense in the world. I am not like most people. There are some days I'm like a 6-year-old, and it's just how I'm wired. There are days that I cannot be that adult, and there are days that are in between. I cannot help how I'm chemically made and how my brain is functioning. But I can be in control of what people think about the way I was raised and educate them. There are kids that I went to special education with that are soaring better than I ever could. And I'm so happy for them. There are programs out there for adults that people are so afraid that kids like us will never be able to take care of themselves. Will never be able to drive or have normal relationships. We do. There was an amazing documentary called Monica and David on HBO, and about 2 people who are Down syndrome and got married. Granted, their parents are so overprotected, it's insane. And they won't let them live on their own, or they have to live with the parents-in-laws, and I don't feel that way. There are training programs there's so many things for people like myself that should be supported. And, programs for people like us are getting shut down in New York, and it's insane. And the funny thing is, people say, well, you don't need that. And, well, you don't seem like everyone else. You don't have Down syndrome. No, I don't. But I have cognitive issues, and I have problems learning and understanding, and the only thing that anytime anything makes sense is if it's signed to me. Then I'll understand it, and I'll get it, because someone used their hands to communicate with me. I don't know why, but it is. Things have to be explained to me like a little kid so I understand it, because that's how my process is. I'm not stupid, nor am I slow. Well, I am a little slow. I'm delayed a few years. But it doesn't mean that I am not valued as a person, or have anything else to contribute to society. I don't want to cry. Oh, I don't want to cry. Oh, man. I don't want to cry. It's a tough subject. Because people do look at me and think I'm stupid, and they hear me talk and they think I'm dumb. Because I don't understand something straight away. Because you can't use subtlety around me. And because I don't understand the way everyone else does. And so people automatically think that I'm stupid or slow or retarded. And that word has been thrown at me as a word of malice and hurt and intent to make me feel lower than anything else in the world. And I'm here to say that I'm not. So let's take a major step, and let's not be oversensitive to words. The only way words, by the way, and I say this for everything, the only way words can be used to hurt is if you use them for malicious nature. If you're not using words for malicious nature, then we shouldn't be so sensitive about that. But that's another video for another conversation. But I just want to put my 2 cents about it, and thank you so much for watching, and comment down below and tell me what you think, because I would really like to get a full conversation going about this, because I'm sick and tired of people thinking this about the 2 communities that I've grown up in that are just amazing. So, let me know what you think. Alright, bye guys.